So I'm here with Kendra Begg. She's the Boundary Regional Chamber of Commerce. Right?
Boundary Country Regional Chamber of Commerce.
I'll get it right someday. BCRCC. Yeah, so Kendra, could you give me some idea of how the Chamber is dealing with helping out businesses and what's going on in this area?
So the first thing that happened, obviously, was our office was underwater. We were sandbagging, helping people around. The Chamber network has been amazing. So the BC Chamber of Commerce and all of our local Chamber of Commerce's neighbors, Kelowna, Nelson, Castlegar, have been reaching out and just saying, what do we need? I made an emergency run yesterday to Kelowna to bring back shoes, clothing, formula, and diapers for some families that were stranded and needed those items when the grocery stores ran out. And they've been in constant contact with me. I just came down for this press conference and met with Minister John Farnsworth.
Okay, let's move away from these guys. They're going to have a confab here.
So okay. John Farnsworth, to find out what his plans were too, and to make sure that he keeps the Chamber of Commerce in the loop. The next step that I'll be mobilizing, obviously next we've got some more floods coming in, so we know that that's happening, and we've got to kind of prepare for that. Following that, my next goal is working on using the Chamber networks as much as I possibly can to start hosting some workshops and seminars, open houses for the business members to see how they can get their businesses up and running as quick as possible. I know the GFI is supposed to be happening at the end of June. I'm on board. We've got a meeting on Tuesday night to figure out how we're going to do that. Campsites and hotels are underwater, and how do we get those up and running and businesses up and running to get ready for those pieces. So I think locally we're looking at trying to start some kind of fund. Some people that are raising funds, there's lots of GoFundMe pages out there. Some of them have been fraudulent, which is really unfortunate. So we're trying to set up something that's secure and safe, and looking at kind of what that's going to look like. I got to meet with my board to get a better understanding of what that's going to look like, but it's something along the lines of like market bucks or gift cards. People can pre-purchase, and that way we can kind of get some money back to these businesses so they can help rebuild before and then get everything up and running again. That's kind of our goal.
You had mentioned the National Chamber, so it's a big country, and these kinds of disasters are happening in various places every year almost. So I would imagine that if anybody would have some sort of process in place to help out local chambers, it would be the National Chamber. Do you know? Did they tell you if they have anything like that?
They do, and I've got meetings going with those. So I'm going to meet with probably a phone conversation with Val Litwin, who's the president for the BC Chamber. The Canadian Chamber has also reached out. So I'll be looking at both of those organizations and looking for their lead a little bit and their support in this, because I know that they've dealt with this before. They dealt with it with Fort Mac fires, they've dealt with it with flooding and fires in other areas, oil spills, other types of emergencies that have affected businesses and their members. So I'm reaching out to them and looking for their policy and support and see kind of what we're doing. So at this point, it's just a matter of trying to get prepared for the next flood and then trying to figure out what to do for the next steps. And I'm trying to meet with as many business owners as possible to figure out what is it they have, what are their questions, what are their needs, and relaying that back to the BC board, BC Chamber of Commerce and Canadian Chamber of Commerce, saying this is what we need.
Okay.
I've got their full support, saying whatever you need, we can make it. Everything from Pacific Coastal, who does our flights, our charter flights, is willing, if we can get the Kelowna to start donating shoes, clothing, and household items that are required, she will fly them up to trail and then we'll transport those in as well. So those are just some of the efforts that we've already started, because I know that right now people left their homes and didn't have shoes. Their shoes were torn off by the currents and no clothing, and that was a big concern. So I went to Kelowna to start mobilizing that system. I made a call out for water because Red Cross was having a hard time getting trucks through. We managed to get some water dropped in, which was amazing. And we just reaching out to those networks and just continuing. They're all there constantly, and they've got all eyes on us, which is nice.
Okay, so you just recently moved into facilities down here, like across the street from the river. How did they fare?
Well, I finished painting Saturday. We finished moving in the office Monday, so got everything set up Tuesday, and I got a call Thursday morning at 7:30 that I needed to come down. We sandbagged. I did the best I could. I got out all of our important documents, the chamber files from 2012 forward, and financials, our laptops, and anything important. Furniture had to stay. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time. The last loads that I was making of files, I did in knee-deep water into my vehicle that was floating, but I managed to get it out. As far as it is now, we ended up taking, Chris Hammett took 600 pounds of office furniture to the dump. So we still have a lot of furniture we're going to have to replace. All of our maps and things were pretty ruined, so we're going to have to deal with those things as well. So yeah, it was not a happy week. It was a week of a lot of moving in and then moving it back out.
How about you personally, your home? Are you high and dry?
Yeah, I'm on evacuation order. I'm dry. I thought when we purchased our home up by Pearlie up on the highway, we were a long ways from the water and we thought we were fine. We did have issues Thursday night with our toilet overflowing, and it's from people in the area that were supposed to be evacuated that chose not to evacuate and were using their sewer system that was clogged, so the sewer backed up into our house. Not terrible. I managed to go back throughout the night a couple of times and drain the toilet and kind of maintain it, but
yeah,
I definitely suffered some damage there.
Well, that's unfortunate, but
I'm very fortunate in that if I lose one bathroom from this, I'm not too concerned. I've got friends and family that I helped move out of Ruckle, with most of them not getting any notice whatsoever and just trying to get them through windows and out. And it was, well, and your daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Christine lost her home and everything she had in it too. So there's a lot of people that we're trying to help out with.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay.